Hello, all of my lovelies. It's Melissa from the Turtle Nail Salon. Welcome back to another video on my channel. Before I get started, I'd like to ask if you enjoyed this video to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and ring the bell. That way you'll always know about new content. In today's video, I am making homemade soup. So you'll need some canned tomatoes, and I'll have all the measurements later on in the video. Some parboiled rice, beef broth, some chicken broth, frozen green beans, frozen carrots, a bunch of celery, and a bunch of green onions. You'll also need some V8 juice. So start off with a large stock pot and empty out 2 cans, 796 mils each of the Italian spiced diced tomatoes. And then add in one 900 ml container of beef broth, and one 900 ml container of chicken broth. Then add in 3 cups of uncooked rice. The measuring cup I'm using is actually for a rice cooker, so it's a little bit less than an actual cup. And then add in 2 750 gram frozen cut green beans. I like to stir after I add my first set of frozen vegetables, otherwise it turns into a big chunk of ice. Then you'll add in 2 500 gram frozen packages of whole baby carrots. And then stir that as well. You can go ahead at this point and turn your heat on to a medium-high and start to heat the soup up. In the meantime, go ahead and cut up the celery that you've got. And also cut up 1 bundle of green onions. Use a mini food processor or whatever type of processor you have to finely chop the celery and the onions. You can also dice everything by hand. It's whatever's easiest for you. So I will add that to the stock pot as I process it. Now that it's all in there, I'm going to give it a stir. And now I'm going to bring the soup to a boil. I was having difficulty bringing it to a boil just because I was using the side of the stove with the smaller burner. So I did go ahead and move it over to the larger burner and brought it to a boil. Give it a little bit of a stir, just to help it from not burning, because I tend to burn the soup a little bit each time. And now you can turn the soup down to simmer until the rice and vegetables are cooked. I found it still to have too much broth, so I added in 2 more cups of uncooked parboiled rice. And I let that simmer until the rice was cooked. Gave it a nice stir, it looked much better. This is where I find the rest of the flavor comes from. I add in 2 V8 original juices, 1.89 liters to the soup. Now you can use a low sodium juice, you could use, I think they have a couple different kinds of the V8, so just add in whatever you like, or just a tomato juice. Now I'm just going to let the soup simmer for, I think, almost 20 minutes or 30 minutes, occasionally stirring it, making sure it's not sticking. And that is how it looks. Thanks so much for joining me today. Have yourself an amazing day. Bye!